Greetings, this is Dave Hahn from the MLMAllamerican.com, and I am doing, this is my first video actually, of the Internet Lifestyle Network 100-Day Video Challenge. So number 1 of 100. And today, I wanted to share something with you. If you're a Netflix subscriber, I don't watch a whole lot of television, but Netflix, recently I've been into this, it's a pretty interesting show. It was actually done in 2004 by Ewan McGregor and his friend Charlie Borman. And they decided that they were going to ride around the world on motorcycles. So leaving from London, going through Russia, Mongolia, back into Russia through Siberia, jump on a plane, fly over to Alaska, and ride down through Canada, across the US, and over to New York. So from London to New York City on motorcycles, over 20,000 miles. And the goal was to do it in, I think, 115 days. And I thought that was really interesting and really indicative of what we need to do as business owners. You know, the two of them were sitting around chatting on the phone. They had a vision. You know, it started off, they've been meaning to get out on a ride to Prague or somewhere relatively close to London, maybe a week or two long trip. And then they expanded their vision. And then they made it kind of a ridiculous goal. Well, let's ride around the world. Somebody threw out as a joke. And then they thought, well, let's really do that. That sounds like a cool idea. So they started with a vision. Then they created a plan. They lined up a production crew to film it so they could leverage it. They set up motorcycles, and actually the first company they were working with refused to give them motorcycles because they thought they would fail. So that gave them even more resolve to actually do the ride and to complete it. So they made a plan. They laid out their route. They did specific training. They did all the training they need for fixing the bike along the way, for medical, for possible hostage situations or checkpoints. So all those things along the way, they prepared for. So vision, plan, prepare, and then they took massive action. They got on the bike and they rode. And they rode for, I think it ended up being 126 days. And pretty interesting and inspiring ride if you get a chance to watch the show. It's 9 episodes, they're 40 minutes apiece, so you can get through them, while you're waiting at the airport or something. But really interesting, and it comes down to, once again, look at all of our businesses, and there's that continuing theme of a 90-day action plan, right? And that's essentially what this ended up being too. Is they rode on the bikes for 120 days, close enough to 90 days, 3 months. They were around the world. And, it's the same thing we need to do. So you need to have a vision. I'm sure we all have some big visions that we can chase after. Create a plan. So, start, what do you need? Set up those resources, get everything lined up, but then be sure to take that massive action and actually get to it. Take that action and go and achieve that goal. So the name of the show is Long Way Round. It's once again by Ewan McGregor and Charlie Borman. It was filmed in 2004, and you can find it on Netflix. And I know if you do a Google search, you can buy the DVDs on Amazon, and there's other. I believe they did another one called Long Way Down, where they went from, I think, London to the tip of Africa. I haven't seen that, but I'm sure that would be an interesting watch as well. So yeah, take a look. Whether you get into it or not, I think those lessons really apply, and something that we can all take away and put into our business. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow with video number 2.